Prohibit industrial hemp that contains certain delta tetrahydrocannabinol substances to include certain tetrahydrocannabinol in the list of Schedule 11 controlled substances and the declare an emergency.
Representative Gazaway, you're recognized to explain the bill.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Colleagues, this is the Delta-8 bill that you've likely heard about. Delta-8, actually this bill pertains to Delta-8, 9, and 10. These are synthetic substances that mimic the effects of THC that are causing children and others who use them lots of really negative health effects. We've had people that have almost died, and hundreds of reports that have been made for people who have suffered negative side effects from these products. And these products are being sold at gas stations all over the state, and they're available to minors, and that is particularly concerning. I'll give you an example. There was an email that came in. This is provided to me by the Attorney General's office, and I was told that this story could be shared, but this was an email that came in just Monday of this week. Hello, I'm contacting you regarding Delta-8. My 14-year-old son almost lost his life Saturday, April 1st, 2023, after taking one hit off a vape pen that had Delta-8 in it. My son had a seizure 15 hours later after being peer pressured into hitting a vape that contained Delta-8. What can I do as a concerned parent and help protect our children? I saw on your website that you're trying to make this illegal. That's exactly why we're trying to make this illegal, to protect the children of this state and to help parents keep these dangerous products out of the hands of their children so that they can no longer be sold at gas stations and available all over the state. I will make a couple of points, things that were raised in committee. This does not ban industrial hemp. This does not violate the federal farm bill. This simply bans these harmful and unregulated products that are hurting people. And so with that, I'm happy to answer any questions. Seeing none.
Representative Pilkington, for what purpose?
Question.
You're recognized.
Representative Gazaway, I believe I'm in favor of this bill. I just had a couple quick questions. So this bill, I know there's thought about with the farm bill on the federal level that it may be legal. Now this may go to court and get struck down. But there is, from my understanding from reading the bill, regulatory processes put in case it does get there. Would you be willing to address those concerns or that part of the bill? Thank you.
Absolutely. So I will say thank you for the question. That's a good point, and I meant to cover that. There are people who have expressed some concerns that if the state regulates in this area and if in the course of banning this product, if in some way that conflicts with the federal farm bill, it's possible that the ban could be struck down. And so just in case, now I want to be very clear that the attorneys with the Attorney General's office, the attorneys at the Governor's office, everyone who's looked at this believes that this ban will hold up in court, and they are not concerned about it. But just in case, we added a regulatory piece that in the event a court strikes down our ban, there would be regulation put in place that would keep these products out of the hands of minors, and that would take place immediately with respect to minors. There's other provisions that apply otherwise, but there is a regulatory piece that was added just in case the ban were to be struck down. But all of the attorneys who reviewed this at the Attorney General's office and at the Governor's office feel confident that this ban will hold up in court. I will meant to say and should say the Secretary of Agriculture supports this bill, the Attorney General fully supports this bill and the ban. And so with that, I would appreciate a good vote, or unless there are any other questions. Seeing none, I would appreciate a good vote. Thank you.
Representative Gazaway has explained the bill. Would anyone like to speak against the bill? Would anyone like to speak for the bill? Representative Gazaway is closed for the bill. The question before the House is the passage of Senate Bill 358. Prepare the machine, Madam Clerk.